Have you ever noticed how some people just ignore you? No reply, no reaction, like you don't even exist. And the worst part is your mind keeps replaying it again and again, trying to figure out what you did wrong, what you should have said differently, or why they suddenly went silent. So here's the psychology behind people who ignore you. First, not every silence is disrespect. Sometimes people are simply protecting their mental space. When someone feels overwhelmed or emotionally drained, their brain chooses withdrawal as a form of emotional regulation. To you, it feels personal, but to them, it feels like survival. Second, silence can also be power, and this is where it gets uncomfortable. In social psychology, there's something called a power dynamic, where the person who appears to care less often holds more control. By ignoring you, they create uncertainty, and your brain hates uncertainty. So you start chasing, overthinking, and giving them more attention than they ever asked for. Third, sometimes they just don't value the connection the same way you do, and this one hurts, but it brings clarity. Humans naturally prioritize based on emotional investment, so if someone consistently ignores you, it often means you're not high on their priority list. Your mind struggles to accept this because of cognitive dissonance, where your belief that they care conflicts with their actions showing they don't. Fourth, ignoring can also be avoidance, not of you, but of what you represent. Maybe it's a difficult conversation, a responsibility, or an emotion they don't want to face, so instead of dealing with it, they choose the easiest escape, which is silence. And finally, sometimes it's a test you were never meant to pass. Not every ignored message deserves a second attempt. Not every silence deserves your energy, because your reaction reveals your self-worth. People with high emotional intelligence understand that attention is valuable, and not everyone deserves access to it. So the real lesson is simple. Stop chasing silence, because the more you try to be seen by someone who ignores you, the more invisible you become to yourself. Respect is never something you beg for. It's something that is reflected through consistent actions, and the right people will never make you question your place in their life. So if this made you see things differently, stay subscribed.